Hi, this is Ollie, and today we're going to be looking at the Sony RX100. The RX100 is a compact camera, Sony's best compact camera. It's £500, so if you're looking for a cheap camera, it's not the cheapest there is, but it is incredibly worth the price and takes amazing quality pictures for a compact, probably the best you'll ever see until the future, of course. Here you can see it has the focus wheel, or you can use it for focus, or you can use it as zoom, which at the moment I'm using that customization, but for other pictures I can customize it to use it as a focus wheel. It's got a very good autofocus and a very quick zoom. So now I'm going to actually look around the camera itself. Here on the front you see the scroll wheel, which can be, and this is a Carl Zeiss lens, really good. Let's just open it up so you can see. It goes out a long way. Got a very good zoom. Just tuck it back in. So it's a Carl Zeiss lens. Carl Zeiss is known for their incredible lenses with their incredible technology and their amazing looking images. Vario on the top, you've got your on-off button, you've got your capture button trigger, and you've got your zoom in and zoom out. Then on the back side, you see here, that's your record button. Here you've got your function button, you've got your menu button, you've got your scroll wheel, which on DSLR cameras is situated up here. This button is also a multi-access button and can be pressed in many places, so it's a very good button for all those purposes. Here you've got your play button, and here you've got your information button. Just looking at the top again, you've got your scroll wheel to change between modes of shooting. Today, for purpose video, I'm going to be shooting on auto. I will also be letting you see all these pictures, and I'll be putting them up in the box there. So here it says, if you look on that, there it says that it's on zoom mode. So if I zoom in, like, see, I can zoom in right into my t-shirt. You can zoom in pretty far. I believe it's got 4 times zoom. You can use, which is a lot faster but not as precise. You can use the wheel up here. Taking a photo, you can take photos. So let's just take a selfie. So you now be looking at these pictures up here. The actual display on this camera is a really high quality camera, not found on most compact cameras. It is revolutionary for its type of camera. It's got Sony's known anti-shake system, which basically pretend the screen size is actually what the whole sense picks up. It's actually, what you see is actually a smaller proportion of it, but because if you move the camera like that while videoing, it will move around to make sure that the focus point is always tried to be kept in the middle and it's as shake free as possible. This is a really good way which Sony has on pretty much all their cameras. The camera I'm recording on now, which you can now see from my Sony, has a built-in stabilization system. So when you're holding it like that and you move it, it will still be, the lens will still keep the same position because the lens itself not actually attached to the main body. So motors make sure the lens is always kept on the same place. This is all to do with lens tracking. This camera is primarily meant for photos, but it does a decent job at videos. The microphone on this isn't that impressive though. For watching videos, it has a decent speaker. This camera also has a flash here, which is quite cool. It's a bit like a DSLR. The only thing that this camera doesn't have that a DSLR camera has is no hot shoe mount here. It also has tracking. This is also featured on my camera there, you can see. Mine has touchscreen, so it's a lot easier to use than this, but you can still use the multi-function button to do that. Sony also makes this camera very easy for people who aren't very good at photography. It's very easy to just point and snap, and then you've got a really good professional looking photo from a compact camera. For a compact camera, it's not actually that thin, but thin enough to just slip in your pocket and you can carry it with you. Or, as I've done, you can get a nice case for it. I picked this camera up from an airport for 50 quid. It's an expensive price. If I had looked at Amazon, which I should have done, I probably would have found it for a cheaper price. This just goes on top like that, then the bottom just screws in like this. Then you've got this detachable outside cover. So while you've got it like that, put it over your head like that, and you've got a similar concept to a DSLR camera. Even though you have covered up the tripod mount at the bottom, it then replaces it with another one which you can then put a tripod mount at the bottom. This cover then attaches by either way. You just pop that popper on, then it wraps so it goes over the actual lens itself, screen on the raised bit, to ensure it doesn't get smashed or anything. And then there is your camera in a very compact case. The lens does stick out a bit, but it's very good if you're just walking around and you want to keep your camera on you. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out my last video, it will be up there. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you're feeling generous, please put some money in the donate link, which will be below in the description. All the money will go towards new equipment and software, which will make these videos a lot better. As you can see, some of the videos don't look that professional. I've recently got this green screen. With other funding, I can make better videos and get better equipment. As you can see, the lighting, which I don't know if you can see on this video because obviously the video hasn't been processed yet, as I'm doing. But here, you might see that the texture in the background colour, which I don't know what it's going to be yet, it might be a bit different, and there might be shadow effect, which I can already see on my green screen. There is a shadow effect here because I don't have any proper lighting diffusers, and at the moment I'm just using my ceiling lights, which we have two there and two there. And I've also tried getting a bedside lamp, putting it down there and putting a bed sheet over it to try and diffuse it. This is sort of work to stop the effects of shadow and also allow the light to spread more equally. Thanks for watching. Bye.